winless on the road? I mean, I know you can't kind of pinpoint, but is there a common denominator kind of on the road?
I felt like mentally we weren't super focused and sharp on the road. That was it was going on 5 games in 11 days. So and then you ending it on the road. That's a little difficult, especially with a young team. But we should be able to be in it mentally and execute the game plan, which I thought we did really well in our home games. And I'm tried not to get too high off the 3-game win streak, and I'm not going to try to get not going to get too low off of these 2 losses. We're also playing the top of the league now, and those were road games against the better teams in the league. So. It's tough. We've got to learn how to get it done on the road like we did at home.
Obviously, a Green Bay team coming in here is the gold standard of the Verizon League. What do you guys have to do to compete with them on Thursday?
Well, we're obviously going to have to play one of our best games. They're extremely talented, well coached, tough. And we'll have our work cut out for us, but we're just young enough to maybe not worry about that and play our game and find a way to get it done. They have so many weapons that you have to account for, and their defense is, one of the best in the country. So we're going to have to find a way to make baskets too. It'll be tough all the way around, but we're going to approach it like every other game and do our best and see what happens.
Would you kind of prefer it that way, kind of just take it status quo, you're just playing a team out there? I mean, everyone knows about Green Bay, your players are smart enough to know about them, to kind of just say, this is an ordinary team?
This year, it's kind of been like that all year because of the situation that we're in. We just got to approach it one game at a time, and we're more focused on ourselves than anybody else. I mean, we have to figure out mentally how to prepare and be sharp for every game and execute the game plan. And if we do that, the wins and losses will take care of themselves. So for a young team, we're more focused on what we're doing.
Does ultimately this team hope to, achieve maybe one of those top 6 seeds if possible?
We're not too worried about where we're going to be seated. We're trying to take it one game at a time. I think with this group, if you start looking too far ahead and doing things like that, you lose track of the little things that can help you win games. So we're going to just focus on each day of practice, each drill, break it down as small as we can so it doesn't get overwhelming for them.
Kind of inserted Smolinski, I think, into the starting lineup at least yesterday. She's kind of really taken off at least the last 3 or 4 games.
Al's done a great job for us. She's been extremely aggressive, looked to attack, kind of taken an offensive load on her shoulders when she hasn't done that in the past. So very proud of what she's done. And hopefully some of the other players can take lead from her because we need them to be as aggressive or more so. So very happy with her play, and she's doing a great job.
Would one of those that you'd like to see become more aggressive, more consistently, be India?
I think across the board we need to be more consistent. We have way too many ups and downs, a lot of points one game, no points the next game, and we just need more consistency. I mean, that's kind of something that happens with a young team, but from players that are older, we need more consistency, and from players that are younger, we need more consistency.
You're almost near the halfway mark, record-wise in the league. What do you want to see in the second half? Kind of what improvements? I mean, you may have already answered.
I think defensively we need to keep improving. I mean, we're not very good at all. Some of that has to do with personnel. Some of that has to do with mental toughness and focus and raising your level of your game and your toughness each day. And we've had some ups and downs in that. I mean, I thought we played great defense against Cleveland State, who can really score and do some things offensively, and then really struggle against Detroit and Oakland on the road defensively. I mean, they're a program that doesn't do that. I mean, they've been around long enough and had long enough, championship runs, and that's why they're who they are. They don't overlook teams. They come in each game focused and ready to go, and we're trying to do that, and we're just trying to get a little closer every day, and in terms of that focus and that toughness, and that's our goals. I mean, I'm not too worried about Green Bay or Milwaukee and what they do and who they are. We're just trying to get better.
With the starting lineup, beginning of the season, it was getting changed up a little bit with the injuries and stuff like that, and it seemed like you found a good group that gelled. Last game, you mixed it up a little bit, putting Smolinski in. Have you found a group that works really well together now, or is that something that you're just taking with game-by-game basis?
I think we have a better idea of who works well together and chemistry-wise, but sometimes matchups are an issue. I thought our matchups were terrible with Oakland, and I think that kind of accounted to the score. I mean, a lot of coaches say that's all it's about is matchups, how you match up with different teams, and we don't match up very well against Oakland, and tried to make a change on that. And early on, I thought it was okay, and then we just didn't do what we needed to do in terms of like boxing out and executing on the offensive end, and the game plan we struggled with. So. It could be different, Thursday and different again Saturday. It just depends on, maybe who's playing well in practice and who the best matchups are.
John, I know the season obviously from the start has kind of been whatever, but what are you pleased about this group? What have they done well?
I think for the most part offensively we've done pretty well. I mean, we're scoring, I don't know how many more points a game this year than last year. Losing our top 3 scorers from last year, and we're still scoring more points. So we're definitely offensively doing better than I ever expected. For the young players to step up like they have, Mary and Morgan Bruner, and a lot of them have done a nice job when they kind of got thrown into the fire.